Little nature corn. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, good girl. Tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do. I swear it's true. Tell me what you do to me. Oh, say what you do to me. Oh, say what you do to me. Oh, say what you do to me. Seem pretty far, but they got planes and trains and cars. I walk to you, fight, I no other way. Delilah, I can promise you that by the time that we get through, I'll walk to you, fight, I no other way. Delilah. Hey there, Delilah. Like New York City. Hey, how are you? Oh, this is gonna be super long, dude. This is gonna be super freaking long, bro. What the heck? Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'ma tell them all. Tumbling is your playing. Welcome home, social. Just doing well. For having a wonderful day on this 28th of September 2025. Okay, so doing well. For having a wonderful day. We had a pimple here, so are we gonna pimp the pimple alive? This is why you see the message is not even. That's why. So today we're continuing. This is part 2 of Unmotivated. So we're gonna be eating. Just noticed that I had a leftover of delicious General Tao chicken. So before we start, listen, I'm not complaining. I am extremely happy that we're making content, and I'm very, very grateful for what is going on. We're getting a lot of support lately. We're getting a lot of love. So don't get me wrong. I am extremely, extremely grateful. So why am I unmotivated? Is because you see, um, um, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough, right? So but at the same time, there's so much positive that's gonna be at the end of this video that I'm so proud to do this video. Um, I feel unmotivated lately. Not a lot, but somewhat. The reason why I feel unmotivated lately is because, like I said, we're always a foot in, making content, foot out. See, about 3 to 4 months ago, I was talking about the purpose. What was the purpose of the channel? I felt like I was going around and round and round. Now the channel is completely growing, right? And it's weird because this isn't the first time it happens, but when the channel is growing, you feel like everything is, falling down. I think the reason why I'm unmotivated is because we just did, and again, I'm going to repeat myself to the part 1. We just did 2 months of a lot of videos, and then you realize that even before that, you were doing, my apologies, so many videos, and not that I feel that you burn yourself out, but okay, you know what? Let's put it like that. I got a perfect explanation. As a person, right? As a human being, you have sort of some growth, growth. You have some growth. You grow as a person, right? And because you grow as a person, you improve. It doesn't matter if you feel like you improve or you really improve. You can't go in life and always stay in the same place. I don't think it's possible. So you improve. Improve is a better word than grow, actually, because you can grow physically but not mentally. You can grow mentally but not emotionally. You can grow emotionally but not spiritually. You can grow spiritually but not as a person, which is kind of important, right? And I feel like, and this is kind of very complex because there's two possibilities, to be honest. The first possibility is I'm not evolving. I'm not evolving as much as I want to, and at the same time, I feel like this is so cool because it's such a beautiful thing. When I'm making this video, I'm not complaining. I'll be completely honest. Um, I'm talking to this person, Tembo. Tembo came into my life not too long ago, and he has been showing me so much support and so much appreciation. And I don't even if there was not appreciation, I would still do it. The fact that there's appreciation, like holy shit, I feel good about myself. I feel good about being a person. I feel good about what I'm doing. So it is always nice in itself, right? But as a person, you grow, and I feel like this is kind of cool because just like the videos, what we're doing with the videos. And I'm sorry if this is negative. If this is meant to be positive, by the way. So, as a person, just like the content, I feel like what I did for 4 years, because we've been making content for 4 years now, is as a content creator, producing. And all my life I've had this mistakes. So you keep on getting information, you keep on retaining information, but you don't assimilate information. You understand it because you hear it, but you don't understand it because you just repeat what you're hearing, right? I.e., I learned about a political thing because I heard about a political thing. It's changing my mind. Besides, I'm gonna do a small. Okay, so this number one. That's the number one, because we're making more videos. I don't take the time to appreciate what I do. I don't take the time to appreciate the hard work that I do, because I don't take the hard time to appreciate what I do. Then the hard work that I do is meaningless. Not because it has no meaning, but because I don't give myself a meaning. Right? This is number one. So why is that important? And the unmotivation. I feel like as a person, we're growing a lot lately. Sorry, I'm about to drop the paper. We grow a lot as a person lately, and we've been improving and taking steps forward and forward and forward and forward and forward and forward, and that's super positive. But am I really appreciative of the growth? Am I really appreciative of the lessons that life teach me? Am I really appreciative of what we're going through and the result of what we're going through, negative and positive? They're both part of life, and life itself is the universe. Because without life, there's no you, and there's no you. What's the point of thinking about yourself, right? So I'm thankful for that. My parents are super, super important lately. My mom, and this is crazy. This is again, I know it's gonna be hard to believe, but this is the truth. So my mom, bless her heart, amazing human being. My mom will always been supportive about the social media, right? And right now, because we're working. She is focused, kind of. When we talk, it's more focused about the work, right? And this is cool because we never had. Okay, so technically speaking, me and my mom, we never had conversation about work because I had a conversation with my father. Not because I don't trust my mom, but just because my father and I were working in a workshop. So there's a lot of workshop talk, and it's just something that's, it's. For example, right, you work in a firehouse, and the firehouse, they'll use Turner, or you'll understand the reality of working in a workshop when you work in a workshop. So that, but now that I'm working, and it's not in a workshop, my mom possibly feels, which is a great thing. It's a great, 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 great thing. My mom feels a little bit more, it feels a little bit more relatable to my job situation. And as you see, I'm uncomfortable in my own skin right now, which is not normal, but it's okay. I'm just stressed. I don't know why. Oh, pass. Don't worry about it. The last one, the third part. This is the second. My parents are the second part. The third part is devastating, but again, this is a positive video, so don't worry. So with my mom, it's super nice, and I can tell that she's proud of me because my mom is worried about me more than my father. My father is like, my son's a fighter. I don't know how he's gonna fight, but he's gonna fight. My father, bless his heart. Again, I love my father, but there was an experience when I was a kid. Like, and this is the perfect example. My father is a very simple person and a very nice person. My father, who doesn't know how to swim, he doesn't know how to swim. So he always wanted to learn how to swim, but I think he's afraid of the water. He's not comfortable in the water. So as a baby, I wasn't even 1 year old. I go in the water because, so it's complex. I don't know the real reason. I don't know the truth. My mom says that I loved the water a lot. So that's why she wanted me to be able to swim. I love the water. My father's like, well, if something was to happen to you, I don't want you to drown, which is the fear that he has. And I was taking course of swimming, right? And my father, who doesn't know how to swim, I remember, being in the lockers. Uh, my belly, my there's a bench, and I'm laying on the bench, but my belly is like, for example, I'm not laying on my back, I'm laying on my front, right? I got my father in the background telling me to move my hand like this. And I'm like, dude, you don't know how to swim. But I'm like, kids. I'm like, okay, pop. Okay, dad, no problem. And it's super nice because this is right now. He doesn't know what's going on in my life. But lately, he's been a bit more open-minded. For example, you see the videos, and usually what he would do is say, okay, well, these are fucking too long, forget about it, right? But lately, I don't know, he started to watch it. Um, and he's been giving me some compliments. And this is something I'm gonna tell you, it's a secret, but it's not a good secret, right? My mom, when she started watching the video, she had advice, right? And her advice was good. Don't get me wrong, very good. And now my father, 4 years later, he started watching the videos and he also had advice. My father is kind of doing what my mom used to do, but it's just 4 years later. And I'm super grateful for him because he cares. I'd rather have him care than him doesn't care, right? And it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So these are my parents. Why am I talking about the parents as the motivation, as unmotivated? Well, because lately we've been having a problem with multiple personality disorder. So, Ink versus Steph. Now, when I talk about unmotivated, I'm not talking about Steph. I'm talking about Ink. Ink in itself, as a content creator, is unmotivated because Steph will live his life. Steph can watch TV for a whole day and don't care. Steph can eat fucking chicken wings day to day and be happy, you know. But Ink needs more, you know. And this is why we're talking about that. So, what I'm talking about unmotivated is I'm seeing my parents and super happy, right, with what I'm doing. And my father with the videos, but at the same time, my father would see. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. When I talked last week, my father, I was like, I just saw how many videos you did. How many of those are doubles? And I'm like, well, there's possibly 100 doubles in there. I don't know, maybe a mistake or two, right? Out of 40,000. Like, you film 40,000 videos. I'm like, yeah. Um, and you asked me the question, how did you do that? How did you film 40,000 videos? What did you talk about? And I'm like, well, life is complex. Life is super complex. If you're able to describe your entire life in 100 videos, then your life was boring. This is a day to day, right? And then I think that he respect that because it's hard work, right? And now he's more open because it's me as a worker, not me as a as a worker, but that's also as an adult with critical thinking, an adult as, you know, right? Oh, I died. 5,200, baby. That's what's up. That is what's up. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. With all of that said, it's just a blessing. But both my parents are in a situation where, they are, and of course this is normal. They're see, this is also complex because as a content creator, I was like, why don't my parents care? Why they don't want me to succeed? Why not? If my son was doing this, I would do everything I can to support him, right? But at the same time, they know Steph, right? And they love Steph. And Steph isn't the content creator. Steph is a normal guy, right? So it is normal. It is normal when you think about it that way. Now the third reason, right? And this third reason is a lot more complex. So for example, if you look at, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I had a fight with a friend. And the friend is a very good friend, right? Very, very good friend. We connect a lot on the personal level. However, there's a hope for a future there. And that person might have said a couple of things that made me look bad during a certain sponsor stream. It's like, dude, I love you, but that made me look really bad. And I don't have a lot of opportunity, right? So if I have to, it's complex because it's like well, I'm going to use the example that we saw today. right? It's complex because I saw this movie, right? And it's a movie called Creed, which is with the Rocky, right? And you have Rocky. This person is my Adrian. This is my Rocky, right? He has been around for so long, and he's so supportive. He has been such a nice guy, right? But when I'm in the ring, when I'm making content, it's a situation where it's only me, you know. And although this person has been super supportive and a really nice person, if okay, and again, before I continue, I want to let you guys know that I love this person. They're a really good person, right? But let's say I'm in the ring, right? And I noticed in the ring that my opponents. I'm talking about in the ring because we saw the movie today, right? Not that I'm a violent person. I'm not. I'm a wussy. Um, let's say right. He's my coach, right? And he gave me great advice. Gave me great advice. But there's one advice that he gives me, and he says uppercut, uppercut. And I'm seeing that the guy has a very strong shin. However, I'm seeing that with his defense, he doesn't have a good defense with the right. So what I'm doing is I'm giving a punch on the right, and it's at the end it's winning the match in itself. It's winning the battle. But at the same time, you let your friend go, and you're like, should have listened to you. Even if I lost the match, I should have listened to you, right? And it's complex because this person I adore, you know. And even then, yes, I banned them from streams, but we're still talking at the ends, right? And in my opinion, this is kind of me trying to have a relationship, and this is kind of insane because in the last 4 years, and this is the third point, but this is just not that person. There's so many people that has to do it, and this is going to be the main focus of it, right? So this is going to be such a stupid video to do. Because I'm just figuring out the outro and it's so stupid. This is my way of saying, hey, we're friends. You're my friends. Maybe not content creator. I don't know. I don't know how this all works. I don't know. I never had a business. I never had a job where I'm my own boss. I never have a position of authority. I never had to make decisions for myself again. My parents are extremely in charge of everything, right? So with that being said, I'm in a position where I really want to be the friend of that person, but on a personal level, as Steph, not maybe not as Ink, you know. And it's hard because both of these parts in my life are so important, and I felt like I hurt his feeling, but I felt like in itself because you ban a person and you're like, I love this person and I don't want to do that, right? And then you do it and you're like, I do feel well about it. But at the same time, you're like, okay, well, the one you said, you're my friend, right? And then they don't realize that you did it. And then when you realize they're hurt, which is normal, they should be hurt. Because again, it's a shitty thing to do. And then you hurt them and I'm like, oh, fuck, you know? I don't know. But then also at the same time, I had two people today. One of my friend, Kyle. They quit smoking, right? Now, I'll be completely honest, me and Kyle, we're good friends. I fucking love that guy. Me and Kyle are the same person, same age. Dude is a legend. I fucking love Kyle. But just like I just said, right? Kyle as a human being, I do not know him a lot. I know the guy that I'm talking to. I know the guy as on camera. But on a personal level, I don't know where he's from. I don't know the relationship he had with his parents. So it's on the surface, it's a really good friendship. And Kyle has been talking to me about how he's trying to quit smoking, which is a blessing, right? It's a blessing. I'm fucking proud of my boy. But it's hard, you know. And this is gonna be the third point. And then we also had Anna today. Anna who just broke up with her boyfriend, but complex because the kid was calling the boyfriend dad because they've been together for a while. So Anna is single, but also it's a quest of explaining to your daughter the guy that you really like, we're not together anymore. Not gonna be around anymore, and that sucks. That's hard, you know. That's really hard. And in both cases, I find myself powerless. I find myself powerless because I got so much to do. However, this is kind of the cool thing. And this is why I'm so unmotivated, which is main focus, right? If you asked me last week, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, no. because we're doing some recap. We're doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We're doing Prison Break. We're doing The Good Place, right? And I'm busy. And now I'm not busy. And because those people need help, the friend with whom I had a fight, the friend who once tried to quit smoking, the friend that is, um, the friend that is, she broke up. She's single now, and when you're in a relationship for a while, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. You know, she's tough. She's a wonderful person. She's a very mature person, and ultimately, she's a great mom. It's her daughter and hers before anything else. But at the same time, it sucks. You know, it's hard, and you know, I don't know what to do. And right now, we don't have a lot to do. So I'm in my head, and this is a breakthrough. This is amazing. This is such a huge change because I'm like, holy shit. If it was last year, I would have told, I don't have time for you. I'm sorry. If it was a year before, I would have been like, I don't know how to help you because I'm not confident in myself. Now this year, I'm like, you know what? I got things to do, but it can wait. I want to help you. I want to be a good friend. I want to be a good person to you. And it's such a blessing because you want to help those people out, you know. And then even on stream tonight, I had a friend who was talking to me about how he liked this girl on in school and didn't know what to do. And then at the same time, it was nice because even though he was talking to the content creator, I give him personal advice, right? I give him personal advice. She just texted me. Yeah, she's just texting me, so I'm not happy. So, with that being said, it's complex because how can I say this? I I want to give advice. I want to be there for people. But you go from a person that wanted to work so badly to a person that says, you know what, work is secondary. And that I have a problem with. I have a problem with taking a step back. I feel like, I really feel like we're moving forward in life. We're starting new chapters. And that new chapter is awesome, but there's a price to it. And that's like leaving the last chapter behind. And leaving the last chapter behind is tough. Because I don't want to leave it behind. I want to make content. I have so much fun doing the content, you know. So it's super complex. Super complex. And at the same time, I feel like I myself am telling myself, move forward, move on. And I don't know how to do it. It's such a weird thing because when you move on from a relationship, from a friendship, from a workplace, you need closure. There's no closure. I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. But at the same time, it's so cool because that's life. And you take off the camera, which is great. What else does I care about that, right? Nah, she's sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Because I gotta answer certain someone. A certain lady. But it's really nice. It's really nice because I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if that's the right choice. I don't know if I have like a choice where I can do both. I don't know. But the change feels positive. And I'm positive. You see, it's so tough because am I sad? No. Am I disappointed? No. Do I care? Absolutely. But I'll survive, so it's okay. You know? It's a good thing because for content, I never asked myself the question yes or no. It was always a yes. And now it's a yes and no. And I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm never gonna stop, right? I'm never gonna stop. But maybe not as a plan A, maybe as a plan B, right? And it's a yes or no. But you know the great thing with yes or no? You know what the greatest thing with the question? It's one way or the others. There's no maybe, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's only yes and no. It doesn't really matter the answer. It doesn't really matter what happened. It only matters that you're here. It only matters that you're putting in the effort, and we're doing it. We're doing it. You know, it's just kind of crazy because lately I've been feeling more motivated to stream a lot, and the streaming is my way of relaxing, right? So is it because I need to relax, or is it because like, okay, well, guess what? You get to work, and then you get to stream, which is still making content, but a little less complicated than making content. So you get a nice balanced life. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Look at the gorgeous Anna texting us. You know what? It's okay. As long as you're okay, as long as I'm okay, who cares? I'm really worried about you because I want you to be happy, and I know what you're going through right now is kind of chaotic, but you know, I if I can help, let me know.
No, don't be sorry. It's okay. It happens. I mean, these things happen. You know what I mean? I'm not even upset. I'm not upset like the way I used to be upset about breakups. I'm thinking I'm more upset about just being a single mom and having to navigate through this journey, basically starting fresh because like I had to quit my job. If I'm being honest, I got a new job like a week ago, and I had to quit it because me and Jared broke up. I'm not even upset about the breakup really because me and him were just arguing a lot. Like he's a good person, but like me and him were just clashing, and it was like, you know, you poke the bear, like the other person will poke back at you too. You know what I mean? So it was like back and forth. Like I don't think he thinks we're good together, and I don't feel like we are the best match, unfortunately, because I met the guy when I was 15. I'm 26 now, right? So that sucks. But I don't know. He might be happier with someone else, someone with less baggage, meaning like, you know, I have my illness and I have a kid and stuff. And this time around, though, this breakup with him, I don't think he wants to be involved with my kid, so which is hurtful, kind of. Not really, like he doesn't have to be, but it's hurtful in a sense because Nova has no idea what's going on and she's asking for daddy, right? So like, no idea what to say. So I'm hoping time will change.
Holy shit! This is kind of the first time that you opened up to me, and I'm so grateful for it. Well, for the job, I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, like, listen, I think it's changed in itself, right? You change job, you change relationship. You went from being in a couple to being single, so there's a lot of change at the same time. And change is scary, so it's normal that you feel scared. And for Jared, I think Jared's a super good dude, but I have to say, sometimes I'm watching your live, and I'm feeling like there's tension in the air, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on, right? And for Nova, it's of course it's hard. I feel bad for her because, again, this is her father figure because you guys have been together for so long. And but at the same time, I kind of, and again, you can agree to disagree, but I kind of respect Jared for that because again, Nova deserves a great model as a father or a great role model, but she deserves a dude that's gonna like her as his own daughter. She deserves a dude that she's gonna call daddy, but he's also gonna call her daughter, you know. And it's important. I feel like, and at the same time, it's a tough break, but at the same time, I feel like Nova knows that at the end, you're always thinking about her, and you always trying to make sure that she's okay. And if she's okay, you're okay. That's all that matters. And yeah, but honestly, I wish I could do more. Honestly,
It's also confusing because his family, his mom specifically was like, you know, what's your considered family to me? You'll be family to me always, which is beautiful, but at this point, I don't know how this is even gonna work. Like, my assumption of him not wanting to be involved with Nova is he blocked me on like Instagram, he blocked me on Snapchat, and I was petty, so I blocked him on Facebook because he deleted me on Facebook, and he was ignoring my text messages, so I'm assuming he blocked my number. That's giving me signs that he doesn't want to be involved anymore. So, you know,
I think that what you guys need is a conversation, like closure itself, because if the relationship is this is nuts because this if the relationship doesn't work, the relationship doesn't work. Who gives a shit? But at the same time, you need closure. You need to be able to say, listen, this is finished and this is not finished. You know. So yeah, it's complex.
but you know what? Thank you. I really appreciate you saying what you've said and for making me smile. And you know, you made me smile a lot during your live, so I really appreciated that too. Hope you know that.
Stop fucking being sweet. I'm trying to help out, but I'm always like, oh, it's just so adorable. Of course, I care about you a lot. You know I care about you. I cared about you since day 72, 71, I don't remember. But I care about you. You're a good person, and you make me smile, and You're part of my life, and I might be a dick to you, but doesn't mean that I don't care about you. I'm a dick because I don't know how to say, hey, you're pretty fucking cool, thank you. So I'm a dick because that's the way I operate, you know, my coping mechanism. But at the same time, like, listen, I got your back. I know that you got mine, and things might not be easy, but hey, sending you Uggs, making you chopped raw onions, and giving you a bunch of mint, cause that breath stank. And at the same time, I feel like this is so cool because, like, you know that if I'm being like a douche to you, like I'm joking, because I was kind of surprised when you told me that you guys break up because I thought you guys were solid, you know. And I was like, okay, well, fuck, she comes to me and I didn't know, I had no idea, so you took me by surprise, and I'm like, okay, well, how do I deal with her? Because you have a way of being reconforted, and it's like not be the same as I do. So, trying my best, trying my best to make my girl smiles, and I don't know how to do it without a bribe of a bulldog ramen noodle, right? Now, at least you don't have an excuse. You have an excuse to be like a fat fuck, because like you can say, hey, I'm going through a breakup, and we can just do a bulldog orgy, all flavored together in delightful mukbang. And at the same time, I feel like this is so cool because, like, you know that if I'm being like a douche, I'm joking. Because I was surprised when we together because you guys were solid now. And I was like, okay, well, fuck, she comes to me and I didn't know I had my you by surprise. And I'm like, okay, well, how do I deal with her? Because you have a way of being afforded. And it's like not the same as I do. So, try my best to make my girl smiles. And I don't know how to do it without it. And no matter what happened, you deserve to be happy. You're a good person. I hope you know that. Fuck what people think. Fuck if sometimes you need space. Fuck if sometimes you know that comes first. Fuck if you don't want to talk to people. Fuck if you need space. You do you. You're a good person. And at the end of the day, nothing's gonna change that. And no matter what happens, you deserve to be happy. You're a good person. I hope you know that. Fuck what people think. Fuck if sometimes you need space. Fuck if sometimes you know what comes first. Fuck if you don't want to talk to people. Fuck if you need space. You do you. You're a good person. And at the end of the day, nothing's gonna change that. And just grateful that we're having a conversation because I feel like you need it, and I love being there for you. Right now, you're making me the happiest French Canadian dude. You could add some onion rings. I'd be a bit happier, but hey, not too shabby. And yeah, Miss, I'm introvert as fuck. Miss, I'm introvert as fuck. Don't blink, it's your boy Ying. Welcome to our show. This is Wopsa having a wonderful day on this 28th of September 2025. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I just wanted to come on here and do a tower talk. So the tower talk right now is kind of complex because lately I just have not felt motivated. And even in my tower talk, it shows. I was rewatching the videos that I did yesterday, and I was like, you're making an hour and a half video. The tower, but you talk about the tower for like 15 minutes, right? So why is that consequence? The consequence is big. The consequence is we didn't finish two of the four weeklies, and I'm not sure I pick up all of the guild treasure. So this is a bad thing. This is huge, right? Now, that being said, I'm kind of super happy because although we're not super motivated to make content and to work on it, the tower gives me an opportunity to be idle. Resistance Reborn is idle AF right now. It's super idle. Got the perks, which is great. Now what we're doing is trying to get the perks to a level where I get a random ultimate weapon. So we're just trying to do the event. I got another day to do it, and I'll take care of it. There's no problem with that. But yeah, so we've been feeling a little bit unmotivated about that, and the playthrough has been suffering. And you know, at the same time, it's not a big deal because again, it's an idle game, so it should be idle. But I do feel like I'm letting my guild down a little bit. So yeah. Now, what I did do yesterday that I didn't wasn't supposed to do is let's check out the guild chat and see if we have some fresh information about the game, some plus, some minus. I did an hour and a half chat video yesterday. Did mention the guild chat once, which is kind of extremely selfish. My apologies. Oh, I have to finish only the event, which is no cards equipped. I have a pimple where I put my hat, so it's painful a little bit. Okay, so guild chat. We have us. My first three were ILM, Smart Missile, Spotlight. Worst ultra weapon you luck is very bad. Oh, ILM, Smart Missile, and Spotlight. Smart Missile is yeah. If you're not good, use second device to log in again. It's to the device. Ultra weapon will reset offline. Okay, good. I didn't know that. The 1-year-old kid. Dara's only been playing for 1 year. This is insane. It's pretty good. Let's do a tier or milestone run. Decide to get the relic. Tower Bird Dar. 14 is a great one. I don't know if I'm lucky, but I'm currently in Legend. Wow. Mine was LMN. Then top 2-5 at couple launch it. Top. That's nice. Have a bringer. Okay, cool. Actually, what is LTC? Would love to. That relic too. No clue where it's going on, but I've begun dropping out of champion, falling to plats. I was in 2 champion for like 9 months straight, getting dodged on by playing in Big Boy's lobby, but I went from yeah, Big Boy lobby are playing rough. Sword Crown got everything except BH and ILM, which is perfect. Sword, super lucky. GT, SM, Chain Lightning, SCL, Golden Tower, Smart Missile, CL. Where's the other one? Holy shit, that's not good. SL, Spotlight. Is there something else? There has to be something else. Shouldn't I? Death Wave. I'm dumbass. I'm a dumbass. Shield. Also lucky. With GT, BH, GT, BH,